G'day everyone. Today we're going to be turning this into this. I've really been enjoying my fermented food. The Curmudgeon kimchi is really good. Not really kimchi, but it uses the same ingredients and I really like it. I'll put the link to the video on how to make it up there. I also like the normal sauerkraut we make. That's good. And the fermented beetroot's nice. I prefer the pickled beetroot, but the fermented is nice as well. So I thought we'd try something a little bit different. So today we're going to be making fermented carrots. I'm not going to put any spices or herbs or any additional stuff in there because I want to see what the fermented carrots taste like on their own. Once we know what they taste like, then we'll start experimenting with the spices and what have you, if we like it. So how do we make fermented carrots? Well, it's really, really easy. Let's get on with it. So what are our ingredients? Really simple. We start with carrots, which we peel. I've started doing that here. These are unfortunately store-bought because I used all mine up. And we'll need a jar. Now that jar's got a few special features, but we'll go into that later. So let's just top and tail them. And we're going to julienne them, so nice, relatively thin slices, and they'll fit into the jar much, much easier. So I'll just cut into three pieces, maybe four. And there we go. That's the right sort of length we want for this as well. Now we'll get our jar, and it's easier if we initially just lie the jar down. So we'll lie it on its side, and that way it's easier to slide them in and not have them fall over. The idea behind this is we've got to pack them in really, really tightly. We want to get as much air out of there as possible and not use too much brine. All right, we're going to need probably close to 1 kilo of carrots. 3/4 of a kilo. I didn't weigh it. That was silly of me. But we're going to peel them, and I know someone's telling me I'm doing the peeling all wrong and it's so slow, but I don't care. I've got nothing else to do at the moment. So let's get all of these done. Line them all down so they're nice and easy to stack in. Those shorter ones you save for putting in the top. Once we get to a certain point, we can actually stand the jar up and push them in until we can't get any more carrots in, like that. I'll do some shorter ones now, just to lay across the top. And there we go. It's now full. So let's get our brine ready. I'm going to make up 500 ml of water, which is going to be more than enough, I think, for this jar, which means we would normally have 25 grams per litre, so we've got 12.5 grams. So we'll weigh that out on our scale after zeroing it. Go and mix that in with, very importantly, water that's been boiled to dechlorinate it, because we don't want the chlorine in the brine because that will kill off our bacteria that we're trying to grow to do the fermentation. Let's fill it up, making sure we cover the carrots completely. Now I do have a nice little glass weight for this, which will fit in there nicely. Overfilled it a bit. This weight will squash down with the lid. I know it looks very full, and it is. But if we have a look at the lid, it's a nice little thing. It has a silicone seal, goes in there. The most important part is it has a little valve at the top. So as the fermenting builds up carbon dioxide, that will relieve the pressure and we don't have to keep going back and releasing the lid or burping it, as they say. Alright, so that's a jar full of carrots. sitting in brine, and now we have to see how long it takes. I'm going to let it run probably for a week, maybe 2, testing every few days until it gets to the point that we're happy with it. So anyway, that's how we're trying to make fermented carrots.